Okay. Can you push for me? Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mariam Iqbal, and I would like to take the opportunity of this freestyle speech to introduce myself to everyone and talk about my background a little bit, where I'm from, where I've lived, my family, and what I hope to gain out of this class. So, at the risk of sounding like I'm telling an old war story, I was born on a warm day in June many years ago in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I lived there for about 10-ish years before we moved to Dubai. We moved there because I have a lot of extended family there. And Dubai is really well known now. It's like a metropolitan city. If you don't know about it, it is a small city in the Middle East. I remember when I was a kid, I would tell people that I'm going to Dubai to visit my family, and they would just all look at me totally awestruck. Where's that? Where's Dubai? What's that? So now it's a lot more well known. A little bit nervous. After Dubai, I lived there for about 10 years. I met my husband there. After I met my husband and we got married, I'd already done about 1 year of undergrad there, and we moved to the Caribbean for his further education, where I had my first daughter, who is almost 6 years old now. She was the first person to listen to the speech, and she was an excellent audience member. She listened to it many times, and she was very, very kind with me. After we lived in the Caribbean, we moved to Baltimore, Maryland, where we also were for 2 years. That is where I had my second daughter, who was not the most gracious audience member. She refused to listen, but still, you can't expect much from a 3-year-old. After Baltimore, we were there for about 2 years, like I said. After we lived in Baltimore, we moved to Ocala, Florida, which is where we have been for the longest now. It's been a little over 2 years. I just had my third child, who's a boy. He's about to be 6 months old now. And he was, believe it or not, even worse than the 3-year-old. As an audience member, he just decided to cry the whole time. So some things about me are that I love to read. I'm really into like series books, young adult novels. I haven't read in a while. The last book that I read was Throne of Glass series, which was really great. I would totally recommend it to anyone who reads like Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, Hunger Games type novels. It was pretty good. I also love to cook, and I love to feed people, and I think that stems from just living around the world and trying so many different kinds of food. I love to make different food at home, and one of my life goals is to travel the world and eat food from every different country and just be a happy person. So basically what I hope to learn from this class is to speak with confidence and to eliminate my little transition word. I've learned a lot already from the discussion posts, just about how your speech can change according to your audience members, and I think that's a really important skill to have. Also, it's important to know, I feel like, a good amount of information about lots of different topics, just so you can be like an informative person to speak to, and I think it's important to know how to present those ideas to different people. I look forward to seeing everyone else's speeches and how I can learn from everyone else, and good luck to everyone. I hope we can all come out of this with growth and learning new things. Thanks.